Mr. Roosevelt III?
Doc? I don't even know your name.
My name is not important. May I call you Mr. Roosevelt?
If you wish. May I call you Doc?
If you wish.
Doc, finally. I despair in this place.
What seems to be the matter?
The matter? I'm driving insane. I can't stand anyone. I hate anyone. I lied to my wife about my condition, and this in my brain is killing me.
Condition?
Tea. I have tea.
You have tea?
Yes. I think I always knew I had it. I'm really scared that it will kill me.
It will if you let it.
I know, but it's moving fast.
Don't let it.
I'm already insane.
I don't believe you are. Mr. Roosevelt, I hope you have everything you require from the center.
Yes, thank you.
Is it a bad time, Mr. Roosevelt?
Yes, I'm feeling extremely tired. I've been unable to sleep last night, and I couldn't receive any sleeping pills.
My apologies for this. We are trying not to medicate while there is still an ongoing assessment. How is it?
It's hard to explain. It's like this. One day, you discover that you're born in a certain way. You almost believe that you've been possessed. Overwhelming. A sense of being possessed. A sense of loss, even. Something is there and is about to take over yourself. It is a ghost that has access to your brain. This thing is in control of your head, and sometimes its noise is so deafening. You have no idea how you are going to get through the day. No one seems to know how it got there. The noise is omnipresent. It used to be sporadic, but now it's a whole power station, with people guiding you day and night. And the doctors. There was only one who believed me, the one who knows. They always say that you have to get on with it. It will go away. But you don't believe that. It's here to stay. It's a condition, a disease. It exists, and it has a name. Yeah, I'm the crazy one. It's never the guys triggering this stuff. It's you, only you. That thing is in you, and you have to live with it. They call it T. Tinnitus. It's a condition. The one that has caught this condition got to handle it alone. It's self-help. I got to ignore it. Some will succeed and some won't. I can't let that thing possess me. I need to get a grip. I've just been selected to be a candidate in my party. I may be running for Congress soon. No one will ever know. No one will ever need to know. Doc, you're not very bright, are you?
I beg your pardon.
I hope you're really sorry for this, sir.
Sorry for what?
Never mind. I've sussed you out from the first interview. And here we are, 11 interviews later, and you haven't sussed me out.
I'm not here for this.
What are you here for?
I'm here to help you, to control your fears and anxieties, and to help overcoming your condition.
Well, hurry will you, Doc? Because so far, T is winning.
Mr. Roosevelt, Mr. Roosevelt. Mr. Roosevelt. Mr. Roosevelt.
Stop calling my name. Stop calling me all the time. Just stop calling me. I'm not here. Not anywhere.
Do you feel lonely at times?
No, not really. I'm fine. I quite like being by myself. I would be. I'm always alone.
Is it painful?
Not as much as being with someone.
Is it painful for you to be with someone?
Is it painful for you to be with someone? Hell, I hate everyone.
Where's this hate coming from?
I have tea. I can't respond to someone, not at the same time. It all depends how I feel at the time. If someone's talking to me, I can't do anything. Can't.
How was your day so far?
Tea?
Yes?
Like the sound of air flowing in the summer.
In the summer?
Late evening.
Bearable?
Almost.
Good morning to you, Mr. Roosevelt. That bad, is it? How are you coping here so far, Mr. Roosevelt? You look like you had a hangover.
I don't drink, and this is a hospital.
Yes, of course.
You're failing, Doc. You really are.
Do you scream?
Scream?
Yes, shout at people.
No, never at people. At myself only.
At yourself?
In the air, in the park, or by the sea. It helps.
I see.
Do you believe I can be cured, Doc?
Mr. Roosevelt, one can only get cured from a disease, an illness, or an injury, not a condition.
Will I improve my condition?
It's entirely up to you. I can help you to get on with it, but you're the only one who can control tea. Mr. Roosevelt? Tired? Tea?
I drank some filter coffee from the canteen. It's always boiling hot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then I always pour some cold milk inside to cool it off.
Not a good idea. Cold and boiling hot never mix.
Too right. I got a splitting headache since this morning.
Is it triggering tea?
Not yet. It has to go away before it does conclude with tea. Ugh.
It can't be long now.
Why is coffee always so lousy these days? Wherever you go. Too hot, too bitter, or too this and that. Too much detergent inside, too.
Detergent?
Yeah, after cleaning the machine, they rarely ever rinse anything. It never fails.
Coffee never helps anyway, and especially with tea. Mr. Roosevelt, if you really want to get out, or here and get on with your life, you will really have to start to get a move on.
Really, Doc? Really? Moving on? Moving on to this man living with tea, if I choose to be.
If you choose to be so, then you would choose to live.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
It is my question.
I've spent most of my childhood trying to commit suicide and failed. So past adulthood, it's pretty clear that I'm destined to live.
Glad to hear it.
How does it go again? Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, and who would bear the scorns of life? What's the rest? Isn't Shakespeare English like you, Doc?
Well, yeah, but not from the same century. would like to know more about the sounds that you're hearing.
All the natural elements combined, wind, fire, water and air.
All at the same time?
Sometimes, and sometimes the sound is just a whole forest burning. Just. This word seems like luxury.
You can still work, can't you?
If you can stand the heat, yes, Doc.
Does it get very hot?
It was a joke, Doc. It's the sound, not the actual heat.
Will you ever tell your girlfriend about tea?
When we will get married, but I don't really believe so. She wouldn't understand. No one understands it.
She might do.
She might, but at the same time, it would make the suffering worse.
Why is that?
If I keep tea for myself, then it becomes my own demon. It is anyway. It's my own personal struggle. If I don't want people to treat me differently, then it's best to keep it private. Besides, what good would it bring to me? People would make allowances for me and feel sorry for me, for my behaviours. This in turn will never make me accepted as one of their equal. If I hide tea, it will force me to fight tea even more and help me to ignore it. If my surrounding knows about tea, they'll only allow tea to develop, and this will only be the death of me.